I'm very curious to see what will be different this time. What is that sound that always fills my ears? Is it the sound of the rain? The sound of a waterfall? Or could it be radio static? If not, I want it to be the sound of blood flowing throughout my body. I want it to be the sound of the blood circulating throughout me, telling me that I'm still alive.
朝なのか。
The light entering through the crack in the curtain was faint, but at least told him that dawn had broken. Kenzo, still in the position he had been when he woke up, still sitting in the chair and looking up at the ceiling, felt the blood slowly travel throughout the body. Judging by the clock, it was early morning, 6 on the dot. No matter how tired he was, no matter how deeply he slept, he always woke up at least at this time, as though he had measured it with an hourglass. He didn't think of this as something to boast about, but he told himself that as long as he could still manage this, his health couldn't be that bad.
朝を迎えたということは。
Yeah, I think the first twilight has passed, so 6 people would be dead probably.
どうやら最初の生贄は逃れたということらしい。ルーレットの目が幸運だったのか、我が努力の賜物なのか。区別のつかぬところが何とももどかしいが、それは言うまい。
Kinso was struck by a faint desire to see beyond the study door. After all, I might find the traces of someone's faint struggle to break through the door. A sign that someone had tried to select him as one of the first 6 sacrifices.
人間とは安っぽい生き物だな。人事を尽くして天命を待ちながら幸運を得られた時にはそれが単なる幸運ではなく己の技量によるものだったとうぬぼれたくもなる。
That was why I wanted to check whether there was a wretched mark on the door. Private desire was human, and that was why Kinso did not check. He often rejected desires that came to him because he was human. By doing that, he could be immersed in a feeling of sufficiency, as though he himself had become a being that surpassed humans. He recognized human desires for what they are or were, and guarded against them. Things that a human would want to do, he resisted. His eccentricity and rebellious nature had surely given him a rare genius, making it possible for him to succeed in his exploits as he revived the Ushirome family in a single generation.
さて、ベアトリーチェ。お前が取った6つの駒は何なのか。そして次なる手はどう来るのか。楽しませてもらうぞ。私の守りは完璧だ。 前回のような無様はさらさぬぞ。
Wait, he said that he would not shame himself like last time. Does it mean this is... Obviously this is a new cycle, but... Does that mean Ginso remembers the previous one? Or is there more going on that I don't know? The servants woke early. They had to open the curtains, prepare breakfast, and complete various other tasks to welcome the guests to a new day. Oda was the most enthusiastic. During the family conference, he had been told to concentrate his efforts, especially on cooking. And he had been specially exempted from several tasks that servants normally must do. Oda, who was a show-off, which is the exact reason I don't like him, seemed to be feeling particularly superior because of that. He let Genji and the rest prepare the rest of the mansion and worked on making breakfast in the kitchen. But wait. Last time, Koda was one of the first 6 sacrifices. Kenji split the work with Shannon and Kanon, and they carried out various tasks. It seems Shannon also survived. Shannon headed to the dining hall and knocked. Last year, the family conference had continued into the early hours of the morning. It wouldn't have been odd if this year's conference had done the same. Considering the possibility that they were still having a discussion inside, she knocked. But there was no response. So she opened the door and said good morning.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Irashai masen ka?
The room was cold, and the conference seems to have ended a long time before. There was a tea set on the table, from which they'd probably be drinking, arranged in a way that would make it easy to clean up. Cleaning up the tea was a servant's job. If the family members were extra generous and cleaned it up themselves, the servants would lose face. So, it was a truly pleasant act of kindness for the family to do only this much. As she approached the table to clean it, she noticed something like a memo that had been left near the utensils and cups. Since it was right next to the tea set, Jenna picked it up, naturally thinking it was a memo for the servant doing the cleaning. Written there was not a request, nor was it thanks for preparing the tea. That was just a single word. Jenna looked at it blankly and read it out loud.
礼拝堂。
A small sound kept repeating over and over. Normally, that sound would have been too trivial to be worth caring about. If only I could stop hearing it soon, I could go back to sleep right away, she thought vaguely. But no matter how much time passed, the sound did not end. It repeated over and over. Ah, shut up! Who is it? Banging on the door this whole time? As soon as she realized that, she woke up. Someone was knocking. Then she noticed that it wasn't just a knock, but a voice as well.
ローザ様、ローザ様。おはようございます。
Okay, two things. I'm getting really sick, so I'm sorry if I sound different and the video might not be as long as I normally would like. Secondly, if this truly is Rosa, then so far, out of the 6 people that died the first time, 3 of those have survived.
待って。
Which I'm kinda happy about, since if it were the same people dying every time, that would mean that the people who died early would receive the least amount of screen time, and as such, the least amount of character, I wouldn't say exposition, but character development.
今行きます。
It had been Genji's voice. Looking at the clock, it wasn't even 7 yet. It was clearly too early to wake up the guests. Did something happen? It was bad enough to cause this. She felt her sleepiness increasingly fade, thanks to this premonition of misfortune. Though Genji was a servant, Rosa had known him since her childhood days, so even though she was slightly defenseless in her pajamas, she opened the door a crack and answered.
おはようございます。早朝から申し訳ございません。
何かあったの？
I would be really surprised, but also really intrigued to see if Maria was one of the 6 that has died. Since, if you've seen my video of my thoughts on the first episode, I basically said that Maria was either acting suspicious or she was really in cahoots with Beatrice. So if Maria is one of the first sacrifices, then it would be really interesting to see how the rest would play out.
はい。実は礼拝堂に。
So instead of the, what was it, storage shed, it's now a chapel. And she whispered something into Rosa's ear. For a second, it seemed Rosa couldn't understand what she'd been told, after having it repeated several times. She realized that apparently something strange had happened. Rosa closed the door for a second, changed the clothes quickly, and allowed Genji towards the mansion. The chapel requires some explanation. It wasn't in the mansion, but in the grove behind it, and church walks distance away. It had been built at the same time as the mansion. So though its walls had been repaired many times, making it look new from the outside. It was a very old building. Rosa dashed through the rain, along with Genji. Just like the previous night, the rain was falling in earnest. Eventually, the chapel came into sight from beyond the thin grove. Just looking at it from the outside, it seemed a place of dazzling beauty, where a pair of young lovers might want to get married. However, Kinzo apparently viewed it as a very sacred place. So Rosa and her siblings had been given strict instructions not to approach it unnecessarily. Even though they were all grown up now, approaching the chapel for any reason would still make them feel guilty. And also afraid, as their father might get angry and hit them in the face. The servant silhouettes could be seen in front of the chapel's entrance. Koda, Shannon, and Kanon, which meant that all of the servants on the morning shift had gathered. So quickly, Shannon survived, Kanon survived, Koda survived, up until now, Rosa survived, Genji, Kinzo, it's not looking great for this part of the family tree, honestly. A short while ago, Genji had spoken to Rosa, telling her what the situation was. However, without laying eyes on it directly, she definitely hadn't been able to understand. It was probably the same for all the servants gathered here as well. Without seeing it with their own eyes, they wouldn't have been able to understand what was going on. Oh, it's the same magic circle as last time, with the same meaning and the same purpose. And also that piece of text was in bold, but they couldn't believe it unless they saw it with their own eyes. Deeply suggests that it was something unnatural at best and magical at worst. On the door at the entrance to the chapel was something very large, drawn with a creepy, stringy paint that made one think of blood. And I just realized something. I know I said I suspected Maria in the first arc, because she was knowledgeable about the occult, but I just thought that was also very helpful. She was a very helpful source of information. If Maria is the one that died in the first Twilight, we have no one here to explain what those magic circles mean. which means Beatrice would have a way bigger of an advantage. I know Kenzo is still alive, but I don't think Kenzo feels like sharing those magic circles and their meanings. Something like a creepy magic circle.
何よこれ。いつ書かれたの？
The sisters looked at each other. Cody was the first to open his mouth.
申し訳ございません。普段はここへは立ち入りませんもので、いつ書かれたのかはわかりません。
That's the thing too. This time it seems that the location is far more distant. Not only, I mean, literal distance, but also it would seem without that note in the dining room, I don't think they would have stumbled upon this very soon, since nobody is basically allowed to be here without consent.
じゃあ最初に見つけたのは誰？はい、
私です。食堂へお茶の道具の片付けに行きましたら、礼拝堂と書かれたメモがあったもので。
Shannon held out the memo with a shaking hand.
誰の字？兄さんや姉さんの字ではないわね。それであなたはここへ来てこれを見つけたのね。
はい。
ローザ様、これを。
何？ハッピーハロウィン4。
Donna pointed at a single line of English written below the creepy magic circle. Until it had been pointed out to her, she just thought this was just another part of the magic circle. There, following words were written in English. Happy Halloween. For Maria. Happy Halloween. For Maria. This creepy magic circle was for Maria. Happy Halloween. Yesterday, only one person had said Happy Halloween to Maria. The key phrase matched. It was the Golden Witch Beatrice.
Maria は？あの子、いとこたちと一緒に寝てるはずよね。確認した？
申し訳ございません。マリア様のお名前が書かれていたことには今気づきましたもので、まだ確認しておりません。至急。
何やってんのよ。私はマリアの様子を見てきます。それからクラウス兄さんたちにも知らせて、以後の対応の指示を受けて。
After saying that much, Rosa finally noticed that something was odd. The rank in this family conference was the lowest of the four siblings. Why had she been the only one called during an abnormal situation like this? When the other siblings hadn't been? So, that's quite safe to assume that Kraus and Rudolph and Eva are the ones that died, along with Maria. So 2 spots left. Even if Maria's name had popped up.
まさか
はい。旦那様にご連絡申し上げようとしたのですが、お姿が見当たらず。
奥様もお部屋におられません。シーツの様子からすると、昨夜はベッドに戻られていないのかもしれません。
Rosa felt something creepy crawling slowly up her back. Natsui and Kraus.
礼拝堂の中を確認した。
いえ、まだです。確認しようとはしたのですが。
実は礼拝堂の鍵は特別でマスターキーに対応しておりません。1本だけある鍵でしか開けられないのですが、その鍵がキーボックスから紛失しているのです。
She didn't want to get closer to the door with the creepy magic circle if she could. Rosa readied herself and approached, and tried pushing and pulling the knob. All she felt was the resistance of the sturdy lock.
入れる窓などがないか探してはみたのですが、もし中を確認するのでしたら窓を破らなければならないかと思います。いかがいたしましょう。
そんな許可私に出せるわけがないわ。お父様の大切な礼拝堂なのよ。そんなこと。
At the time, the events of the previous days rolled around in the back of Rosa's mind. That's right. And then met the witch in the rose garden, and then she handed Maria an envelope. Yeah, there's no mistake. She did hand it over. When Maria tried to open it, the witch told her not to do it yet, and then she surely said, "Time to open that will soon come, or come soon." If I didn't switch words around again. Rosa was sure there could be no mistake. The envelope Maria had received was. After dashing back to the guest house, Rosa approached her cousin's room while hiding her footsteps. Softly opened the door and peered inside. From the inside, she could hear the healthy snores typical of young people. There were 4 children, and Maria was there, sleeping soundly. After breathing a sigh of relief, she entered the room with quiet footsteps. Just after Maria's handbag, which was resting on the sofa. Maria always liked carrying her treasures around with her. She was probably emulating her mother, always carried her makeup with her. Of course, she was just imitating her mother. Everything on the inside was junk. In Maria's case, it was full of small, creepy occult items, notebooks describing things of that nature, and so on. Rosa had never been happy to see her daughter walking around with things like that, which weren't girlish at all. However, trying to force Maria to stop had resulted in a big fight, so she had decided to let it be. I was an envelope with the crest of the golden eagle, and she took it out of the bag. I realized it was a heavy, vaguely cylindrical object inside. She could tell by its feel and its weight. There was no doubt this was a key. After turning around and checking that Maria was still sound asleep, I set her open the envelope and the contents let out into her palm. I'm not sure if it is smart to do it here. I think she should have opened the envelope in presence of other people. It was a key with an old and intricate design. It was a crypted key and dashed out. Atlas seemed to have noticed that sound, but after grumbling and turning over in his sleep, he started snoring again. So, that was the last of my tea. The 4 children are all still alive. Koda, Kanon, Shannon still alive, Genji still alive, Rosa still alive, Enzo still alive. So Grell should be dead, and let's see, Eva, Rudolph, Kyrie possibly, Hideyoshi maybe. So it's either Hideyoshi or Kamasawa.
源氏さん、この鍵、ひょっとして礼拝堂の鍵ということは。
これをどこで。はい、これが礼拝堂の鍵です。
Also approached the creepy magic circle once again and put the key in the keyhole. Maybe I shouldn't record when I'm feeling sick. Also strong resistance. After it resisted for a short while, I stopped resisting with a clunk. Then, squeaking with a noise that hurt one's ears, it slowly began to open. My voice reverberated throughout the massive room. Of course, there was no answer. The shop had a high ceiling, and the air was cold. And even on this rainy, unsettling day, it felt sacred for some reason. The seven stimuli followed after Rosa.
ローザ様、あれを。
Anna noticed it immediately and pointed. Over there was the altar. In the place that would normally have a pastor preaching of God's love, there was a table that shouldn't have been there. At first, it looked like a dining table. There actually were gorgeous plates and utensils placed there, making it look like a child's birthday party or something. This is just laid out all for Maria. Upon closer inspection, the surrounding area had been decorated with pumpkins and black and orange ribbons. They were probably Halloween decorations. And there were people seated at the table. 3 people on each side, facing each other, seated in chairs. They could be recognized at a glance. Kraus and his wife, Eva and her husband, and Rudolf and his wife. But if you wanted to be sure, you'd still have to go even closer and check, because they seemed almost like dolls. Rosa and the rest had opened the door, entered all at once, with the sound of many footsteps, and called out, asking if anyone was there. And yet, there had been no reaction. Even if Rosa and the rest assumed they were being ignored, you would still expect there to be some kind of reaction. And there hadn't been even that. So at first, it felt like someone had set down some dolls that greatly resembled those people. By now, it wasn't just Rosa, Jen and Kanan, and even Goda. They were all fighting frantically with a creepy emotion that grasped their hearts.
兄さん、Aさん。
As she walked towards the altar, he called out again, but there was still no reaction. Yes, by now, Rosa was sure of it. She was sure these weren't dolls, but the people themselves.
これは
They grew close enough to see clearly what lay on the table. It still looked like an adorable banquet, reminiscent of a child's birthday party. Plates piled up with sweets, cute pictures and with drinks, all kinds of pumpkin-shaped ornaments. They were all decorated in a Halloween style, and probably this wasn't the time to be thinking it. Maria would surely have been delighted to see all this. That was the state of the table they sat in front of, apparently asleep. It was an eerie scene. And so, a small, fun-looking Halloween party had been stopped in time.
兄さんたち、寝てるの？
When she approached even closer to them, we realized there were snacks scattered all over the floor. Candies, cookies, soda and chocolates. All with heavily fantasy-themed packaging. They were all scattered across the carpet, covered with blackberry and cranberry jam. For some reason, I don't think that's jam. No, that's definitely not jam. Worse than the rest. I didn't realize what the situation was. It was a Halloween party. Also, this music is really good. A banquet for those not of this world. Klaus, Nazi, Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph and Kyrie are seated in chairs, apparently asleep. But all that, and I heard this update. How could you tell that they were dead and not simply sleeping? It was because they'd been vertically sliced open from the chests to the stomachs.
Nante. Muroi.
The six of them had sat down at the Halloween party before having their stomachs split open, killing them. Then the gem covering the floor must be what overflowed from the stomachs, as if to stuff themselves completely. Right? No. The contents of the stomachs had been scattered all over the floor. And it wasn't all out of the stomachs. It was almost as though they had poured out. As though snacks had overflowed from there. Candies and cookies, soda and chocolates had poured out, stained with blood, and had scattered across the floor. What could have happened to cause this? It's almost as though their stomachs were stuffed full to bursting with sweets. And it all poured out when the stomach split open. I also remembered a certain shocking meal. A turkey that had been served at her own birthday. When it had been cut open with a knife, out flowed one of her favorite foods. But since she hadn't been told what was inside, the deep red ketchup omelette rice poured out like bloody maggots, pulsing, dripping, slimy, dopey, squelching. The trauma of her youth was revived. Also felt a monster raging inside the stomach as the acid started to rise. Unable to hold back, she threw it all up on the floor. Her empty stomach had nothing but stomach acid. The scene in front of her was no fun Halloween party now. The three couples were enshrined right there, their stomachs vertically wrenched open. Wrenched open with something I don't even know how to pronounce. So many snacks had been stuffed in there, pulpy, squishy. Blood and guts and sweets were overflowing onto the floor. Blood, stained, sticky, sloppy, pulpy, sweet snacks that made your fingers stick together. Gummy, but stains. stained with entrails, sloppy, pulpy. What was it I stepped on just now? That didn't feel like a candy, or a cookie, or soda, or chocolate. Ah, I'm scared. What did I step on? I can't even look at the bottom of my foot. More screaming. As you can probably tell, I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm not going to scream. What a gruesome Halloween party. From far away, it had looked truly beautiful, fantastical and fun. But from up close, it was horrible, disgusting, and yet somehow still beautiful. Rosa's felt thoughts tried as best they could to escape her throat. With a loud voice, it was neither a scream nor a roar. If her words, so tied to reality, hadn't come out of Cora's mouth, Rosa and the rest would probably have found themselves unable to escape that nightmare's party, even now. But it wasn't because they thought the police might be able to do something. As they didn't keep yelling about the police, it felt as though another seat might be set up at this demon's party and given to them. Their own chest felt like they were expanding unpleasantly on the inside, rumbling, churning, and it was surely because candy was about to overflow from their stomachs. Rosa, once again tortured by a desire to vomit, threw her stomach acid up on the floor, and as she searched to see if there was any candy in it. Rosa cursed violently again, forcefully spitting out the stomach acid that had been burning in her throat. She realized that by now her whole body had been covered in a filthy sweat.
源氏さんとシャナンちゃんがお父様に連絡して指示を仰いでちょうだい。郷田さんはカノン君と一緒に行って警察に電話を。あと南條先生に来てもらっ。
Why even bring Dr. Nenjo here? It's a bit too late for medical care. The servants accepted their orders and dashed outside. After watching them leave, Rosa once again stared at the siblings, with whom she'd spent good times and bad, and their partners. No, it could be nothing more tragic than this scene. For some reason, she was tempted to describe these fantastical deaths as beautiful. was thinking maybe to cut off the video here, but speculate on the story a bit, even though I normally do that on the video that I make after Story Arc is completed. But I'll just continue a bit before I share my opinions. I have a few thoughts about this. Ah hell, let's just do that now. It was extremely brutal. In my opinion, it was even more brutal than the murders in the shed in the first arc. And yeah, like the description said when we started this arc, Beatrice would be very aggressive. And she basically cut down the leadership of this family. Since last time, we still had Eva and Hideyoshi to and Natsuhito to command things around, keep things grounded a bit. But now, since they're all dead, highest in ranking is Rosa, which made sense why she was the only one called there. But Rosa, in my view, was only sibling that was a bit more distant than the other three, more inexperienced. I don't think she had a business of her own. I'm just sitting here trying to process this. It looks a lot more mocking and malicious than the murders in the first arc, which makes me think that this Roulette might maybe not be as random. Since I would argue that the people that died were not the people that Beatrice really had an interest in. So I'm just going to read ahead now since I need to gather my thoughts. But wow, it's just... I found the first arc really original and brutal in the way how things were done. But the scene in the church was, in my opinion, the most disturbing thing yet. And that without even explicitly seeing things. Which, to be fair, is the strong point of the When They Cry novels, since Igarashi had the same thing.
どこに行っちまったんだろうな。
Jeromia Kraus. His corpse was found in the chapel. The direct cause of death is unknown. But it seems his stomach was cut open and his intestines pulled out after his death. Top of that, sweets and candies were packed into his stomach. Welcome, Maria. Happy Halloween. As Hiromi and Natsui, her corpse was found in the chapel. The right cause of death is unknown, but it seems her stomach was cut open and her intestines pulled out after her death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into her stomach. Didn't I tell you? Stomachs are packed full of candy. As Hiromi and Eva, her corpse was found in the chapel. The right cause of death is unknown, but it seems her stomach was cut open and her intestines pulled out after her death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into her stomach. Everyone has a stomach filled with sweet dreams. And Shiromiya Hideyoshi, his corpse was found in the chapel. The right cause of death is unknown, but it seems his stomach was cut open and his intestines pulled out after his death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into his stomach. How would there be anything filthy inside someone's stomach? Shiromiya Rudolph, his corpse was found in the chapel. The right cause of death is unknown, but it seems his stomach was cut open and his intestines pulled out after his death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into his stomach. This is why we want to be as sweet and innocent as candy. Shiromiya Kirie, her corpse was found in the chapel. The right cause of death is unknown, but it seems her stomach was cut open and her intestines pulled out after her death. On top of that, sweets and candies were packed into her stomach. And so, I give you the land of dreams. Happy Halloween. Got any tips? Doesn't seem like it.
使用人室も厨房も空っぽだぜ。一体どうしちまったってんだ。
弱ったね。バトラ君、本当にローザおばさんだったのかい？
まあ、俺も寝ぼけてたから自信はねえんだが。明け方にローザおばさんが入ってきて、マリアの手提げカバンを漁ってるような気がしたんだよ。
Oh crap, that's kinda bad. That way, Maria and Rosa's relationship might be strained more.
俺はてっきりマリアの手提げに歯磨きのチューブでも入ってるんじゃないかなんて思って寝ぼけてて。
なんで歯磨きのチューブがマリアの手提げに入ってるんだよ。寝ぼけて夢でも見たに決まってんぜ。
Butler vaguely remembered Rosa entering the cousin's room. Also when Maria woke up before the rest of them. He started rampaging around, saying that someone had opened the envelope he'd been keeping safe. Putting two and two together, he figured that Rosa had probably come and opened the envelope.
黄金の魔女様の封筒か。中に何が入ってたんだろ
う。わからないね。
I wonder if there was something else inside, other than the key. Maybe some kind of letter.
でも あの封筒はおじい様が新書に使う後ろ宮家の家紋の入ったものだった。親族会議と無関係なものが入っていたとは考えがたいね。
She hadn't let anyone touch it, but yesterday, Maria had shown that the envelope of the butler and the rest a whole lot. So they remembered it well.
"ジョージの兄貴の言う通りなら相当重要なものらしいが、しかしそんな大事なものをどうして魔女様はマリアに渡したんだろうな。さっぱりだぜ。
And here I sit just bracing myself for them to get bad news. Every once in a while, the refreshing morning atmosphere was completely wiped out by the sound of thunder, and it's only natural, since the moment they had woken up, they hadn't met anyone else. It felt like only they were left, as if the mansion had become an empty husk.
おーい、誰かいないか？返事してくれよ。
Jessica called out into the hallway, and eventually an answer came back. It came from the entrance hall.
聞こえますとも。何かありましたか？
南條先生だ。よかった。この島から僕たち以外が消えてしまったわけではないようだよ。
南條先生、おはようございます。すみませんが、うちの親たちとかどこに行ったか知りませんか？
はて、私も今起きてこちらに来たばかりですからな。わかりかねますが、さて。
It was only natural. Manjo was a guest like the rest of them. They had come just now to pass the time in the parlor with their breakfast. 'Maria buried her face in Ninja's plump stomach, sobbing and crying. Ninja could do nothing but be bewildered by this ruckus so early in the morning.
誰かかけてくるぜ。ジェシカ、誰か来るぞ。
And down the hall, they could sense people running hurriedly. They saw Goda and Kanon coming towards them. Normally it would be disgraceful for a servant to run inside the mansion. They had butler and the rest. Didn't even think to question that now. Maria's sobbing had become so unmanageable. They wanted to ask someone, anyone, where Rosa was. But the two servants seemed to have bigger things on their minds than Jessica. I was waving at them. Koda flew into the servant room, and when Koda noticed that Nanjo was there, he bowed and approached the doctor at a quick pace, before whispering something into his ear.
何ですって？ローザさんが。
はい、ご案内いたしますので、どうかご同行お願いいたします。
わかりました。
こちらへ。
Without saying anything more than that, Connor finally noticed Jessica and bowed to her. But he wasn't calm. He dashed back down the corridor by which he had come, followed by Nanjo. By looking at how hurriedly they were, Butler and Rest realized that yes, something bad really had happened. They saw Koda through the door to the servant room, which had been flung open. He was holding the receiver and violently pressing the hook. From that, I realized that he was trying to call a hospital or the police. In any event, he was trying to call someone because a serious emergency had occurred.
行ってみようぜ。
They didn't know what, but something was happening. Atla and the rest just after Kanon and Nanjo. And then we realized Kanon had called Dr. Nanjo, but he hadn't called us. So we shouldn't have gone with them. I wonder if Alice regretted her excess curiosity as he chased after that rabbit, holding a clock.
Damn! 入ってダメ。見ちゃダメ。ジェシカちゃん、ダメ。
母さん、父さん、何があったの？
なんだよこりゃ。趣味が悪いにも程があるじゃねえかよ。命を奪うならそれで十分事足りただろうがよ。なんだよこりゃ。わざわざ殺した後に椅子に座らせて腹裂いて、菓子をわざわざ中に詰め込んだってのかよ。なんだって、なんだって、そんな悪趣味なことをしやがるんだよ。チキショー、チキショー。
I'll be honest, I'm a bit distracted by the awesome background music.
やってくれやがるぜ。最高だよ、最高だよ。
皆さんは外へ出られた方がいい。こんな姿を皆さんに見せたいなどと彼らが思うわけがありません。
Nanjo told the children to go outside, but no one listened.
ローザさん、皆さんに言ってください。こんなもの見続けては毒になる。
Rosa regretted her own carelessness. She should have realized that the children would eventually come here. She should have quickly locked up inside, instead of standing around the stand. So the children had come here. He had seen it. Surely, at this very moment, they were having a sight burned into their eyes. It was far more grotesque and a shocking meal those had witnessed in their youth. Also, Maria, who seemed to be too shocked to show any emotion in this gruesome scene. Also cried for them and their parents, before groaning and crying faces. Their sadness continued to echo in a place that should have known God's love.
Kuso yaro ga.
Oh, this is a nice fourth wall break.
またかよ。またこんな殺人を。しかも今度もやたらと凝った最高にふざけた殺し方をしやがって。
わらわはそんな嘆きより感謝の言葉が聞きたかったぞ。
感謝感謝と言ったがこのクソババア。てめえ耳がいかれてやがるってんなら俺が両の耳を引き裂いてよく聞こえるようにしてやるぜ。なんで俺がこの最高にいかれた殺し方にありがとうございますベアトリーチェ様なんて言わなければならねえんだ。ぶっ殺してやる。
前回のゲームで
Oh shit, that's face!
お前は自分の親の死に顔が見られないと嘆いたな。だから残したぞ。しっかり残した。よく拝んでおけ。間違いなく父親たちが殺されたことを。
そうかよ。そいつはサービス満点だぜ。気に入った。
感情に任せて思考を止めるな。すでにわらわのゲームは始まっておるのだぞ。
That is just the face of nightmares.
わらわは今回は綺麗に死体を残すことに決めた。なぜだかわかるか？前回のゲームでそなたがわらわの存在を否定するときこう考えて否定したであろう。顔面が潰され遺体の身元が確認できない。だから身代わりの死体を用意してアリバイを作った可能性が否定できない。その可能性が排除できない限り人間犯人説は維持できる。
なんだと？
さあバトラー、南條に検視を任せてよいのか？ミステリーの古典では検視の医者がグルというのが伝統なのだろう。なら南條に検視を任せるな。そなたが自らするがよい。間違いなく6人の死体が当人で死んだふりなどでなく本当に死んでいることを十分に確認するがいい。お前の父親が母親が腹を裂かれて臓物を引きずり出されて殺されていることを腹に手を入れてその手触りで確認するがいい。
泣かねえ。ちくしょうちくしょう、泣かねえぞ俺は。
Butler suddenly yelled. His tears were still dripping down, but as though scolding himself for being a sissy, he slapped his face and fell heart several times with both hands. Even so, the tears still wouldn't stop. However, he felt a hot place in both his eyes.
これだけの上等を決めやがった野郎に借りはがっちり返させていただくぜ。なら泣く時じゃねえ。自分のすべきことを考えろ。ああ、ダメだぜ、全然ダメだ。涙を流す暇があったら考えろ。涙腺なんかひるませる時じゃね
え。Rather than genuine anger, maybe it was more of an evasive anger that brought out his sadness. However, it gave a little courage to George and Jessica, to being crushed by the sadness.
そうだね。僕たちが泣いても起こってしまった現実は変わらない。
じゃあどうすりゃいいんだ。私は父さんと母さんのために何をすればいいんだよ。
ローザ様、戻りました。
郷田さん、警察はどうでしたか？対応の指示はいつ頃来られそうだと言っていましたか？
それが電話が故障のようでして、非常用の無線機も試してはみたのですが、その天候のせいでしょうか、こちらも通じず。
なんですって？じゃあ警察に連絡がつかないということなの？
あいつだ。あいつが電話線とかに採掘して警察に電話ができないようにしたんだ。
When she heard that the phones had broken down, Jessica immediately decided that it was the work of that mystery guest. Her eyes were bright red after so much crying, and they began to grow even redder with rage.
もう議論の余地なんかねえぜ。全てが分かってる。そうだと分かる。父さんと母さんを殺したのは誰だ？決まってるぜ、あいつだ。昨日来たとかいう魔女様に決まってる。襟首ひねり上げてやるぜ。チクショーチクショーチクショー。
ジェシカちゃん、お待ちなさい。郷田さん、カノ君、行って。
はい。お嬢様、お待ちを。
Covering her uncontrollable sadness with anger, Jessica ran outside, torn apart by emotion. Thinking about it hastily, maybe the mystery guest who had arrived yesterday, Beatrice, was suspicious. However, in that instant, there was absolutely no proof that she was the culprit. At this moment, he's just another guest. No more. No less. So Rosa, making an adult decision, was forced to stop Jessica in the restaurant page. Conan Cannon picked up on this immediately and chased after her.
誰にも招かれなかった客人、ベアトリーチェが犯人なんだろうか。
ジェシカの気持ちもわかる。そう思い込みたい気持ちは俺にもある。誰でもいいから犯人ってことにして横っ面をぶっ飛ばしてやりたい気持ちがある。だがその前にはっきりと理解する必要がある。ベアトリーチェってのは何者なんだ。俺は顔すら見てねえぜ。
お屋敷に大きな肖像画で飾られてたよ。あれだけ見てまだ覚えられないのかな。
なんだよマリア、こんな状況で何がおかしいよ。
ベアトリーチェは魔女なんだよ。そして黄金鏡の扉を開くための儀式がいよいよ始まったの。この6人はその生贄なんだよ。
And moments like this, Maria really deserves a slap.
さあさあ始まるよ、魔女の宴が。今宵はハロウィン、魔女たちが今こそ祝い集う。
マリア、その気持ち悪い声で笑うのをやめなさいっていつも言ってるでしょ。
The crisp sound of Rosa slapping Maria's cheek echoed through the high-ceilinged chapel. And that came out differently. Ever since it started raining yesterday. Now, ever since the island was followed by the typhoon, I have felt that something was wrong. It was bright and sunny when I arrived in Rokkenshima. But since I've gotten up early, now sleepy, I took a nap. When I woke up, it had already started raining, and ever since that time, suddenly, a mysterious visitor, calling herself the Golden Witch Beatrice, had arrived. And I felt like I was sinking bit by bit into a bizarre world. What the heck happened while I was napping? Am I supposed to believe this island was still off inside a different world, where common sense doesn't apply? Who is this person called Beatrice? Is some unknown person trying to involve themselves with the inheritance problem? Just like her parents were freaking out about a dinner last night? Or is the culprit this witch from the Legend of the Gold? Just like Maria said? Even if you set Jessica's temper aside, given the circumstances, it's probably safe to say that this visitor person is the most suspicious. But we mustn't make up our minds. We isn't left alone. It's useless, it's useless. It's all useless. I smacked my face with both hands again, cooling off my brains before they overloaded, even though it might have been a wasted effort.
これはおじい様の封筒。
Oh crap, another one. On the tray piled up with sweets that decorated the table, Judge Aniki found the rest in an envelope that had the Oshiromiya family crest done on it in gold leaf. And it was unopened.
ってことは、それは俺たち宛てってことじゃねえのか。親父たちが読んだものだったなら開封されてるはずだぜ。
その推理は正解のようだよ。書いてある。残されし者たちへって書いてあるよ。
それは犯人が残した手紙なの。中身は。
兄貴、開けようぜ。
After nodding silently, Judge Aniki broke the seal. A folded letter came out.
読むよ。六軒島へようこそ。後ろ宮家の皆様方。私は金蔵様にお仕えしております当家顧問錬金術師のベアトリーチェと申します。
This letter really was a joke. The spirit twist would go to herself the family alchemist and announced that she was collecting the gold with Nan's grandfather, along with interest. And that interest was everything her grandfather had created. This strategy was right before her eyes. This paragraph was being read aloud. It clearly wasn't referring to just the wealth that grandfather had built up. It was literal. Everything that grandfather had created. In other words, all of grandfather's descendants were included in the interest.
ふざけやがって。なんてめちゃくちゃな契約だ。黄金の利子は命だってのかよ。そんなのまるで悪魔の契約じゃねえかよ。
Yeah, pretty much.
それで魔女気取りってわけか。
I did say in the first arc that I had the feeling that the interest might be family member souls.
笑わせやがるぜ。
特別条項。ただし隠された契約の黄金を暴いた者が現れた時、ベアトリーチェはこの権利を全て永遠に放棄しなければならない。黄金の隠し場所についてはすでに金蔵様が私の肖像画の下に碑文にて公示されております。つまりこういうことだね。もしこの殺人が利子の回収行為だというなら、それを止める条件としておじい様に与えた隠し黄金を探し出してみろとこう言ってる。そしてその秘密は例の肖像画の碑文に隠されているとも言ってる。
つまりこいつは魔女様の挑戦状ってわけか。黄金の隠し場所を記した暗号文を解けるものなら解いてみろと。そしてそれができなきゃ利子の回収をこの後も着々と進めていきますと、そう言ってやがるわけか。ぶっ殺してやる上等だ。
バトラ君、これ
The table was covered with sweets, so even though those things were right out in the open, we just assumed there were sweets too. I mean, come on, you see them a lot, right? You know, those boxes of chocolate shaped like gold ingots.
こりゃお菓子の箱じゃねえぞ。本物だ。こりゃ本物の金塊だ。
片翼のわしの紋章が刻印されてる。前に母さんが話してたのを聞いた。
Of course, since Kraus is now dead, we don't get to see that scene where they squabble about the inheritance and Kraus showing Nazi the gold bar, so they had to show it somehow. And I think the biggest, all in all, the biggest change so far between the two arcs is that in the first arc there was this very big focus on whether the culprit was human or not, and after the first incident, after the first 6 deaths, the family was much more focused on who the culprit was, instead of finding the gold. But here is the reverse. And here, Beatrice challenges the family head-on. So, the question is much less who the culprit is, but much more about finding the gold. But this is going to be interesting.
これはおじい様の 黄金伝説の金塊だよ。
Gold ingots weigh full 10 kilograms. All 3 of them are piled up in the very center of the table. It was where a cake would have been placed if it was a birthday party. In other words, this was without a doubt the birthday cake of the party known as the family conference.
これが本当に純度49のインゴットだったなら、6000万円くらいの価値はある。
バカ野郎、安すぎる。俺たちの親が6人も殺されて、そこに積まれた黄金がたったの6000万円だと。バカにするんじゃね
え。さあ始まったね、ベアトリーチェ。どうせこの謎は誰にも解けないよ。だから絶対にベアとの勝ち。早く黄金鏡への扉を開いて、そしてマリアを連れてって。